So as we were coming out of the lockdown, we had a conversation with one church, Zion in Hirwaun, and the situation there was that there were two ladies, both in their 80s, secretary and treasurer, who had been keeping this church going for a number of years. Following lockdown, the question was, well, we don't think we can keep going with this. What do we do now? And so we began as an association to explore what could this look like. I mean, one option is the church simply closes, but we didn't really want to happen. That's always our last resort. Is there something else that could happen? Now, previously, sometime even before the pandemic and the lockdown, I had had a conversation with Ian Ross, who's the minister at Bryn Zion Church in Aberdare, around 3 miles away, something like that. And I knew from speaking with him he has a real heart for church planting and resourcing churches. And so the question was, I wonder if something could work here. What if it looked like Bryn Zion in Aberdare could get involved in some way with Zion? If we could, in effect, replant a church within the existing church so that the faithful Christian witness that had been in that village over the years could continue. It would look different, but it could be something very exciting and very powerful. So we had that conversation with Ian, and he and the church have been excited to see how that might develop.
So we were approached by the association about taking on the work here in Hirwaun, and as a leadership team in Bryn Zion, we decided to meet here for prayer. And as we prayed, we really felt the leading of the Lord in that prayer time. One of the members of the leadership team brought the verse from Isaiah 61 verse 3 about those who mourn in Zion. Someone else brought the same verse. And then somebody noticed that on their Bible app, that verse for that day was Isaiah 61 verse 3. And we were sensing that God wanted to do something new here. There's been a church here for 122 years, and we really honour those who have served here over so many years. And we're believing that now is a time for a resurrection, a resuscitation, if you like, of that work here in Hirwaun. So we shared that with the membership in Bryn Zion, and they also sensed the leading of the Lord and unanimously agreed that we need to establish a missional team to take on the work here. If you like, almost from our base in Trecunnan, just 3 miles down the valley, to, if you like, just extend our arms around this village and see what the Lord wants to do here. We love the fact that it's on Foundry Road, and we're believing that the Lord will, through the fire of His Spirit, bring about something new again for this village and this valley. So we're in a season of prayer here at the moment. We're having monthly prayer times in this building, but this time is also very much just about transitioning and transferring from those who have served faithfully in the past to the new missional team, which is made up of the leadership team at Bryn Zion plus Mark and Peter Idris from the association. And right now we're very much about just doing 1 or 2 jobs around the building, some emergency repair work that needed to take place on the building. And then the next phase will really be to establish a small group from Bryn Zion that meets here, that meets in the village, in homes in the village, and also in this building, and continues to explore together what God has in store for us here in partnership with the trustees through the missional steering group. So that's really important for us, that whatever takes place here comes out of a place of community, covenantal relationships, walking together with Jesus, rather than just engaging in a project. It's not even about a building or a physical structure or a program we can run. It's about people walking together with Jesus, like we see in the book of Acts, and knowing that fire of the Holy Spirit and seeing something new formed again here. So we're committed to the process. We don't really know what it's going to look like. We don't know how it's going to end up. but we really want to be a centre of hope here again in this village. So we appreciate your prayers, and we appreciate the opportunity too that we have been given.
So we're really excited about what is happening in this project. It is very early stages and we don't know, will it work or won't it? For me, I think the important thing is we're giving it a go. We're trying to do something. Who knows where that will lead? There are some governance issues that have come with this. So one of the things that we have needed to do is set up what is called a missional steering group. This is where the trustees of the previous church at Zion, Hirwaun, those two ladies have signed a document that allows a new trustee group to be put together. People who become members of the church but can hold joint membership with another Baptist church as well. And the idea is behind this that they become trustees, this new group of people to try and work out what the future of the church can look like. So we will see where this goes, but one of the questions we want to ask is missional steering groups. Maybe you are in a situation where you're not sure about the future of your church. As an association, one of the things we would love you to do is contact us before you make any decisions, because there could be other solutions to simply closing. But these take time to work through and put into place. So if you're beginning to question what happens with our church in the future, maybe there are ways that we can help and explore with you. Please do get in contact with us. The other thing is that maybe you have something to give. Within the missional steering groups, we need trustees with a variety of gifts. And maybe that is something you might be able to help with. We need more trustees if we're going to be able to run these missional steering groups. If you are interested, if you do think you might have some skills to offer in that direction, or even if it's simply, I've got some time, I'd love to look at how I might be able to offer that, please do let us know, because we'd love to explore that with you. Missional steering groups, I think they can be an exciting way of going about church planting, of making sure we're not simply seeing witness in certain villages and towns closing from a Baptist perspective, but looking how we can creatively engage in the new to make sure that what is at the heart of who we are continues. We're a people who believe in Jesus, who believe he is good news in a broken world, and want to share that good news with as many people as possible.